No, it didn't change. Hopefully you guys heard me. Oh, look, my thing to change the actual screen is not working. So you probably didn't hear me. Oh, well, goodness. Hello and welcome everybody to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate everybody being here. Thanks again, especially people that were joining us on Instagram stream there just a few minutes before. But it's going to be a great stream today, guys. We're playing with the brand new Animoog Z app and our brand new Nebula Melody Pack. It's going to be a great time, so hope you guys enjoy that. But before we get into the announcements, I've got to say hello to everybody. Got to shout out everybody in the chat. Since my little button isn't working today, I don't know why. I should have probably tested that before the stream. I don't know why it's not working, so I got to tap manually. Chat. Let's see. Oh. There it is. There's the chat. It's at the bottom. Sorry about that, guys. I'll get that fixed for the next stream. It seems like there's always something. There's always something. So let's stop the music. Do some shout outs. Yes, I stopped the music. Sorry about that, guys. Stop the music. I got to do some shout outs to say hello to everybody. Let's say hello. We got Bryant in the house. Thank you for being here, bro. Not a Box, of course, is in here. Guy is in here as well. Guy is super dope, guys. He's a super dope artist. Fantastic artist. One of the best guitar players I've ever seen. He's got a lot of great stuff. Make sure you follow him. We actually did a sample pack together, but we'll be talking about that later, another time. What's going on, Wasabi? Samuel in the house. Samuel Linderman. Yes. Samuel says Animoog Z for the win. Absolutely. Yes. Hope everybody's doing good. Wasabi's in here. Stephen Tucker's in the house as well. Sasha in here saying, what's up? Yes, all right. Samuel says, imported all the stuff from classic Animoog, so it's loaded. I thought the new Animoog Z comes with all the previous stuff from Animoog. Maybe not. Or maybe, yeah, I think Sound Test Room said that you have to maybe manually import that. I don't know. But Sasha says, wish you all fun with the stream. Yes. Let's do it. Yeah, sorry about the music, guys. I turned it down. I'd like to have some music play in the beginning and, Stream Beats. Shout out to streambeats.com. That's what I like to use. But yes. Fam's got to go. Fire department exercise tonight. All right. Hopefully that goes good for you, fam. Mr. Fam Priam. We got Nakai music in here as well. Oh, yeah. So Samuel says you do need to import them. Huh. Didn't know that. So you got to import the previous stuff. I think Sound Test Room has a video on that. So make sure you follow the Sound Test Room. Sans Lufflum is in here. What's going on, Sans? Sorry if I missed anybody. Just really appreciate everybody being here today. So let's go through the announcements real quick, shall we? Click on everything manually today. All right, so let's go to the website. All right, so we have a brand new pro melody pack that was released this week called Nebula, which is a cinematic sci-fi pack that is inspired from epic stuff from sci-fi movies, both in the 80s and today. So some really cool stuff in here. We'll be playing with this today. Of course, as usual, everything that we release goes on sale for the first couple of weeks. So this is no different. This will be just $10, and it'll go back to the normal $20 price on December 20th. And we can take just a quick listen to this. We'll be listening to it more later in the stream, but we can play a couple things here. So some really epic textures in there, some really great vibes that you will find in there. This is going to come with 20 loops and 154 stems. So you can really make your own with this, because it comes with the MIDI as well. So you can just kind of do whatever you want to do in here. It should be lots and lots of fun. And yeah, let's take a look at the other announcements here. Where's my announcement? There it is. All right, cool. And then next is we have our, we just released last week our top FX apps of 2021. So make sure you do check that out, because this week we're going to do another top 5. But this week's video on Friday will be the top 5 best synths of 2021. So make sure you take a look at that. That's going to be coming just on Friday. This was released last Friday. So we chose Tone Stack Pro, Beef, Timeless 3, Slow Machine, and Fly Tape 2 for our very best top 5 AUV3 effects for 2021. So make sure you check out that video. It's got some good stuff in there. And yeah, I think that's about it. And of course, make sure you check out our completely free mailing list. That's always here. If you guys want to keep up to date with everything that we're doing, you can just type in your email and join the mailing list there at the bottom. And you'll be always up to date with all the different contests, giveaways, sample packs, and stuff that we got going on. So we always got something new for you. Always something new coming down the pipe. So I think that is about everything. So, and of course, to get my attention, try to do an @Mobile Music Pro in the chat. That helps me kind of look over, especially when I'm trying to, make music and stuff, and I'm concentrating and trying to get stuff done and all that good stuff. Make sure you definitely @Mobile Music Pro me. All right. Yeah, so starting out a little rough today. My little clicker is not working to change the screen. Had the music a little bit too loud, and yeah, so all sorts of fun stuff. All right. We'll get there. Say hello one more time to everybody. Check the chat before we start playing around with the app that we'll be giving away today, which is Animoog Z. So for those new to this, for those new to the stream, what we do is we do the announcements first, then we showcase the app that we'll be giving away, and then we use that app to make some music. And then during the last 15 minutes of the stream, we will be doing a giveaway for that app. Those sounds get me every time. Brian says he may want to run that sale a week longer. Well, just everything, we'll probably do some kind of Christmas sale for, at Christmas. Like next week, we'll probably just do like a 50%, like a 25% off, everything across the store. But we just don't have that many things yet, So it's really like next year that we're going to be paying more attention to like the Black Friday sales and, we'll be doing more sales next year when we actually have more stuff on the site. Because right now we literally have like maybe 4 paid products. Three or four paid products, so just not a whole lot of stuff yet. We've got 14 plus free products though. But yeah, next year we're going to be, by the end of next year, that catalog should definitely have a lot of stuff filled out. Because it takes years to build a good catalog of products for sure. It takes years. But appreciate the suggestion there, Bryant. Yeah, not a box says, I love to see your portfolio getting bigger and bigger. Absolutely. We're filling out that catalog, next year is going to be really, really focused on releasing, sample packs and courses. That's what I want to try to release next year, is a ton of sample packs and courses. That's the focus for next year. And then the conference as well by the end of the year is going to be the focus. But mainly it's courses and sample packs for next year. I want to get a really big catalog so that starting the year after that, we can move on to the next phase, because Mobile Music Pro has certain phases. The first phase was just the content phase. That was the first year. Then the second year was doing live streams and products. And now the third year is going to live streams and free products. And then the third year is going to be actual, paid products and like sample packs and courses and a conference. And then the fourth year, that is going to be all sorts of different things that I don't want to quite give away yet. But yes, we'll always be adding more and more courses and sample packs. But by the end of year 3, by the end of next year, that catalog should be pretty nice. A lot of good stuff in there. So when we actually do like a giveaway for a Mobile Music Pro gift card, there's actually something that you can grab in there. What are you guys talking about in here? IK Multimedia. Benjamin says, they've done me wrong so many times, but I'm to the point where I'm learning to not care. Yeah. IK Multimedia is definitely far from perfect, but they have some pretty amazing stuff out there. Oh, nice. Oh, thanks, Guy. Guy says, I feel like the variety of products already there is pretty versatile for producers. Yep. And as you know, Guy, I got some of your stuff coming out next year, bro. So that's going to be really fun. They said that it is an instrument and not a DAW. Well, so Benjamin says, someone gave me some advice yesterday regarding iOS. They said they see it as an instrument and not a DAW. Well, of course, you can see the iPad as a sound module. I mean, it is one of the greatest sound modules like ever created, for sure. But you could absolutely still use it as a DAW. But I don't think Benjamin prefers. I don't think Benjamin prefers using DAWs. I think he prefers the DAWless approach with AUM. But yep. Yeah, Samuel says my iPad is a sound module. I mean, it's a sound module by default, pretty much, because there's so many amazing apps, on there. But you can definitely take it to other levels with DAWs like Cubasis and then apps like AUM, for sure. Brian says, you mentioned in the past that you used to be a programmer. Do you know of any resources, references, documentation for programming in AUV3 for the iPad? So, yeah, I was a software developer there for about 20 years. That was my main career, and that was specifically in web application development, websites and web applications using ASP.NET. But I never actually made anything for iOS, and I never did any audio programming. However, I can definitely still point you in the right direction for programming stuff, for the iOS device, and that is look into Juice and look into AudioKit. Between Juice and AudioKit, you'll be pretty much ready to go down the rabbit hole. Once you're familiar with Juice and AudioKit, you'll be able to pretty much make anything that you can kind of think of. And of course, you have to understand programming. But if you already understand programming, then definitely take a look at Juice and AudioKit. Otherwise, still take a look at them, but you'll have to learn how to program. But yeah, it's very, very cool. Juice and AudioKit. Make sure you check that out, Brian. That will get you down. That will get you ready to go. That will prep you to go down the rabbit hole of software development, because it is a big, big rabbit hole for software development. All right. Just checking the chat real quick before we move on to looking at Animoog. Yes. Cool. A couple people had to get going, but I appreciate the support, guys. Appreciate every one of you. Appreciate you all for being here so much. All right. I do try to put on a decent show for you guys and keep you guys infotained. Oh, yeah, Brian says he's got a master's in computer science. All right, so you're good on the programming, for sure. Yeah, then if you're already good to go in the software development, check out Juice and AudioKit. Swift is all right, but I think Juice supersedes Swift, doesn't it, Samuel? Because Juice is cross-platform. I have to Google that. But Swift was definitely here before Juice. But yeah, Swift Playgrounds. That's gonna be interesting. Swift Playgrounds. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna make it easier and easier to make apps, and software development has become easier and easier over the years, for sure. But that sounds pretty cool. Swift Playgrounds 4. That sounds cool, Samuel. Very cool stuff. All right. So let's get into the app today. Oh, find the right one. All right, so today we are going to be taking a look at Animoog Z by Moog. Let's bring that up here. So here is the app, ladies and gentlemen. This is Animoog Z by Moog. Now, this supersedes their previous Animoog app, which I believe has been removed from the App Store now at this point. So you can only get the newer version, which is this Animoog Z. So a couple of big benefits of this is that it's now AUV3. As you can see, we are running it inside of Cubasis here as an AUV3. And so that is really great to have for those that prefer to use apps and synthesizers inside of their DAW, like myself. That's really, really great to hear. And then the other cool thing is that it now has added an entirely different access, the Z axis, which is going to allow for 3 dimensions, which is pretty cool. You can really start to go to town on this app. So what we're going to do first is take a quick look at the interface, and then we'll go through a few presets. So today's giveaway, I'm not sure if the actual code includes. I would assume the code would not include the in-app purchases. I don't know why a code would include. I don't think I've literally ever seen a single code that includes the app and every single one of its in-app purchases, because you can actually go to the store here. Animoog has a new thing called this store, and it allows you to have expansions. You can purchase additional sound expansion packs. In fact, that reminds me. Let's just talk about that real quick, because what I have something quickly to say on the business models for some of these apps. So I believe now that we've kind of figured out the main business model for synthesizers like Animoog and instrument type of apps. I believe that what Animoog is doing and what IK Multimedia doing is the right route. So what they're doing is they're offering the app for free, but then allowing for additional pro features or additional features to be purchased as an in-app purchase. And in addition to that, they also both have a store where you can purchase additional sound sets. Now that is really, really great because you cover all the bases. You have the app for free, so it's the most accessible. You have additional features that can be purchased for professional users that want to get more in depth with the app, so that covers that. And then if you have a store in there that's constantly updating with new sound packs, then you have a sustainable business model to go along with that app where people can actually make purchases within that app after they've already bought the app. So that seems to be the most sustainable business model for synthesizers and instrument apps. Now that business model doesn't work for every type of app. So specifically for something like DAWs, well, for an actual DAW, I definitely still recommend the upfront purchase there, but it all depends on what your goals are for the app. But I believe for the instrument apps, that's the best business model. So we'll see if that is picked up by more and more people. Samuel says the original Animoog is still available to sell the classic in-app purchases, which are not present in Animoog Z. Oh, okay. Interesting. But yeah, that is my quick thoughts on that. Juice is a framework like AudioKit. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, and of course you can use both Juice and AudioKit together, because you can use the AudioKit for the audio programming stuff, and then the Juice framework so that you can make your app universal. Let me know if that sounds right, Samuel, but I think that's what I meant. Yes, that's the model that I think is going to be the most sustainable going forward, because people are going to expect low prices to free when it comes to apps. And so you can still make the app free, but then have additional features that you can purchase. So that is what you can do with Animoog Z. It's going to be completely free, that you can download completely free on the App Store, but it does have an in-app purchase for $10 that gives you all the pro features. For example, the ability to edit all of these different presets and all of these different points and things like that. So that's what's really cool. So this app, Animoog Z, by Moog, of course, everybody knows Moog, fantastic company, been around for a long, long time, created one of the first synthesizers that we've ever seen. And now, within the user interface of this app, you can see that it's pretty beautiful. It looks a lot like the original Animoog app, but again, you have this additional dimension with this additional access. But right away, let's go to the default preset, shall we? Just click on the default preset now. And there we go. And now, let's just go over the interface a little bit. In fact, let's just hear what this sounds like first, shall we? This is the default preset. So a really beautiful sounding preset. I still have my Instagram headphones on here. Let me just remove that and then plug in the power. One sec, guys. Moving my Instagram headphones and plugging in the power to the phone for the chat. All right. Joe's in the house. What's going on, Joe? Hope you're doing well. She says, hi, Vortex. Samuel says he really likes that Animoog Z is universal. Absolutely. And Sasha, yeah. Do you think Lars from Cubasis now understands our audio track wish? Oh, cool. They're talking about something to do with Cubasis. Yeah, looking forward to all the updates for Cubasis for sure. Benjamin says, I wish these devs would all make apps universal. Yeah, tell me about it. I would love that. But unfortunately, it's it's a whole different world for creating an app for a phone versus the tablet. So what people usually do is they start out with the tablet or start out with the phone, one or the other, right? And then they create another version of that, or they make it universal over time or after another update. Especially if the app is sold well, then they'll think about making it universal. But usually apps launch in either iPad or iPhone. It's great to make it universal, but that requires a ton more work up front. So we'll see if more and more people can do that, though. But that's good. It's only easy to a point because you do have to make the interface. I mean, if you ever looked at the interfaces, guys, on an iPhone and an iPad, you can see that they're really different. I mean, stuff is in different places. Stuff is resized. Certain things are hid. Certain things are hid. Additional menus are added, and it can get really convoluted and crazy. If you use the keys on the display, it lets you control more of the sound. Yeah, absolutely. Great point, Brian. So you can definitely use your MIDI keyboard like this. Or you can use the keys on the screen, which are a little bit more expressive because as you move it up, I believe it opens up the filter. And this is different for every preset, but I believe on this one, it does open up. So let's start at the bottom. So really expressive there, very fun to play with those, to play with the on-screen keyboard there. And while we're on the subject, you also have an arpeggiator down here. You have the scales that you can choose from, or you have an arpeggiator that you can turn on and off. So we can just turn that on and start playing. So very, very cool. That comes in really handy. And you can adjust the arpeggiator settings in the effects. But first, let's just play with these orbs for a second. Now, you can have a top view, a front view, and a left view because we are in a 3D space here. So we can start moving stuff around from the left view or from the front view or from the top view. We can move stuff around. And then you can start editing by tapping on the edit button. And you can just start going to town. You can connect dots. You can add more dots. Let's go to the front. Edit, go to the front. So you can see we just added this circle down here, which is really cool. And they have some amazing presets in here that we'll get into as well. But that's how easy it is to edit. Just tap on the edit, start drawing some stuff. Super simple. And then you can even change the orbit of stuff. So if we hold down stuff, you can change these orbits. Change the speed, how fast they orbit. You can even make them go in different directions. Change the X and the Y. Really, really cool. And then you can change the pathing of these as well, going forward, backwards, back and forth, however you want there. And if you can sync to the BPM of your host app if you'd like as well. And that's basically the main things for this orb screen. Then you have your timbres, which can have a lot to choose from here. There's a pretty big list of timbres, really, really cool. But as Samuel says, you can import timbres as well from the previous Animoog app if you'd like to do that. I do believe Doug from the Sound Test Room has a video on that. Make sure you check it out, him. And then you have your standard envelopes and LFO section here, so you can really just start dialing what you'd like just by tapping on these particular circles here, these axes. Pretty cool. Got your mod matrix here, which I believe has 10 different mods. Yeah, 10 different modulations that you can choose from in here. Okay, pretty nice mod matrix. And what's really cool is you have your effects over here. So as I said earlier, there is an arpeggiator that you can adjust, which we are doing right now. So let's make that a little faster. And a bunch of effects, including a filter, a compressor, delay, and looper. Very cool. And as I said before, that you do have a store with additional expansions, which I really like and appreciate that business model, that they can make the app free and then provide additional features for in-app purchases and additional sound packs that you can purchase to help sustain the app. And of course, you have your standard settings screen here that will have your MIDI presets and all that good stuff in here. So that is just a quick overview of the app. If you do want a more in-depth tutorial, make sure you follow channels like Jade Star and Sound Test Room and Jamie Mallender. They will have much more in-depth tutorials on this. We just like to play around for a minute with this app and then start, making some music in it right away. But that's the really cool stuff right there. Let's check out some of these presets. I like to use Cubasis for the preset browsing. So we'll tap on Animoog Z, factory presets. So let's check out a couple of these. And I want you to notice all the different things that's happening, on the main 3D screen here. Check this out. Like if we go to downward spiral, look at this. This just looks so cool. And you can view it in, in 3D space here, within the cube. You can view this and move this. That's the top view there. Really, really cool stuff. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's play with a few of these presets. So you can get some really evolving sounds with this app. This app is fantastic for sound design, but man, you can get some really evolving pads. You can get some really some nice crisp arpeggios. You can even get some really nice bass out of this app as well. So it's pretty versatile. It's a pretty versatile app. But look at this. This is a car. It's in the shape of a car. How cool is that? So pretty. Look at this thing go. Look at this thing go. It's so cool. Maybe we like adjust the rate of the sync. Watch this. Man, you can just do all sorts of crazy things. A few more presets here. We got a really nice bass. This shows you how well it can do bass. Listen to that. That's a nice sub bass there. Beautiful. That's a thick bass. Beautiful. Beautiful sounding bass. Yeah, Moog is obviously famous for their bass. Brian says Moog is famous for their bass. Absolutely. I mean, that is just a creamy, delicious bass. Beautiful. And look at these fun shapes that they're coming up with. A star and a moon. That's so cool. You can just toss out orbs into space if you want to. Look at this. Doesn't even have to follow a specific path. You can just set the orbiting settings. That is interesting. Yeah, Samuel says you can draw a shape first and then select the waveforms. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Benjamin says I'm more attracted to the art than the sound. I mean, the art is pretty awesome. I love all these different views that you can have in 3D space. Look at this crazy preset. It's called Maze. Look at this. They're going to propagate all the way through. Yeah, some very, sci-fi sounds in here, really, which makes it probably perfect for today, making music today. I'm probably going to use this to make an arpeggio. I mean, I'm probably going to use it for an arpeggio because there is some nice arps in here. Oh, listen to that beautiful delay. See, Moog does saws. Moog does saws so well. so cool. Well, that's a sci-fi sound if I've ever heard one. Hey, VK. VK says, hello, thanks for all your videos. Are you just using iPad Pro only for all your music production? If so, how many instrument tracks are you able to use? I'm facing a lot of challenges in terms of CPU. Yeah, absolutely, VK. When it comes to the iPad, absolutely, it's still early days, so they're not quite as fast as the desktop yet, but those new M1s are absolutely pretty fast, and now they're going to be coming out with M1 Maxes and and so on, and of course eventually M2s. So we're definitely getting there. But I would suggest if you are using an iPad for serious music production and you're using Cubasis, then you want to have at least a 2018 iPad Pro, but preferably an M1. So your CPU, your CPU challenges are never going to go away entirely. Just like they technically don't go away entirely on PC. Depending on what you want to do, because if you start throwing a ton of effects, on a single synthesizer, that's going to take resources no matter what platform that you're using. So my suggestion is definitely make sure you get a fast iPad, fastest that you can get, at the very least a 2018 iPad Pro, but preferably at least an M1, and then you can have a lot more tracks. Your CPU will be able to actually handle a lot more DSP. Now, how many tracks can I handle? I usually go between 5 and 8 tracks before I have to start freezing stuff. I've gone up to like 15 tracks before I have to start freezing stuff, but it all depends if you're working with MIDI or audio. If you're working with audio, you can have a lot more tracks. So definitely freeze your tracks as much as you can, especially on the older iPads, but even I still freeze my tracks all the time, especially after 10 tracks, something's getting frozen. If I got more than 10 tracks on there, something's getting frozen because I like to use a lot of effects. So that's pretty much how I run it. And yes, I definitely do all my music production on the iPad only inside of Cubasis. So yeah, hopefully that answers your questions, VK. Make sure to freeze those tracks, man, and be careful which apps you use. For example, some apps take a lot more resources than others, so make sure which apps you use. But that's the biggest thing I can recommend. SLP in the house. What's going on, SLP? Hope you're doing well. Sorry if I don't catch everybody joining in here, but trying my best to keep up with the chat as well. Yes, but Moog Z, Animoog Z, just a fantastic and fun app to play with for sure. It is fun. Yep. Samuel says try to move the original on the grid. Yep, many different variations. Yeah, it gets infinite amount of stuff that you can do with this app for sure. LeMay says not gonna buy it. I mean, it's free, LeMay. It's free. You can download this app free. There is a $10 in-app purchase, but obviously that's the price of a couple of coffees. But the app is free, LeMay. So download it, bro. It's free. Yeah, sorry about that, not a box. I got to it eventually there. Yeah, Brian says he had a Moog Rogue back in the 80s. For sure. Yeah, Benjamin says it's a cool app, but I'm afraid the sounds are not for me. Yeah, I mean, as you know, you can make a sound, do anything, especially if you get in depth. But yeah, I mean, right away when you're talking about the presets, yeah, they're very sci-fi sounding sounds, not exactly hip hop or pop, not even really fully EDM. Like it's kind of trippy. But you can of course make the sound however you want once you get into the timbres and the LFOs and the effects. But that might require more work, right? So I prefer just doing presets as much as I can, and then tweaking those just a little bit. Yeah, the Model D, LeMay says the Model D is good enough. Yeah, the Model D is fantastic. It takes a lot of resources, but one of the greatest synthesizers of all time. Yep, Brian says remember to freeze your tracks. Absolutely, got to freeze those tracks. Guy says his max has been 35 tracks, but most of those have been audio for sure. The max amount of tracks I've ever had, like, in Cubasis is like probably like around 30, 40 tracks. So I really haven't had more than that, but you can bet most of those are frozen for sure. SLP says you do everything on an iPhone too, which is also enough professionally for beat making. Yeah, I mean, Cubasis does support the iPhone. You can definitely make beats on the iPhone all day long. Yeah, Benjamin says the CPU resources aren't so bad in AUM. For sure, Cubasis definitely takes more resources than AUM. AUM is kind of like just a mixer almost, you know. It can get more powerful than that, but yeah, the in-app purchase, yeah. Yeah, Samuel makes a good point. It can be as simple or as complex as needed, you know. For rhythmic patterns, put a silent wave on every other or so slot, yeah. The update really reduced the CPU. Yeah, I can tell. I mean, look at this. Let's take a look, guys. Look at the system info. Let's start playing something. Look at that. That used to take a lot more CPU than that. That's taking 20% DSP, which is a chunk. That's a chunk. But it's not 40% DSP like Animoog or like Model D. And it's a lot less than it used to take. This is a lot less. Look at this. It's hovering at 20% for this preset. So yeah, we're hovering at around 20% here for the CPU. So yeah, they definitely improved the CPU resources with this app. Absolutely. $16, yeah, all sorts of good stuff in here. So, SLP says he thinks the app is great for atmospheric trap. Yeah, anything atmospheric, right? Atmospheric EDM, atmospheric trap, atmospheric K-pop, whatever genre you can think of. Yeah, atmospheric, absolutely. Great point. SLP says he uses Nano Studio 2 for beat making, and he only uses Cubasis 3 for mastering. That's a very common workflow. A lot of people use Beatmaker 3 for the production, and then Cubasis for mastering. But a lot of people use Nano Studio 2 for production and then mastering Cubasis. So Cubasis is definitely being used by people, even if it's just at the mastering stage. People are definitely using Cubasis professionally, for sure. Yeah, no problem, VK. Hopefully that answers your questions. Animoog Z through Eventide Black Hole. Boy, that would be crazy. I don't know if we should do it, Samuel. I don't know, bro. Should we do it? Woo! That is pretty. Yeah, that's some good stuff. That's just good stuff. That is pretty. Whoa, let's try it without black hole. Very nice. With the black hole. Yeah. And that's just one Animoog Z preset. You should stop that. Guy says you should stop that. Spock will hear the message and come soon. No, it's the sci-fi, son. It's the sci-fi. VK says in-app purchases. So yeah, I don't think no, you can still run it for free on AUV3, I believe. Yeah, I believe you can still run it for free on AUV3. You might have to open the app first. You have to open up Animoog first before you try using it inside of an AUV3, which is oftentimes the case with apps. For some reason in iOS, you actually have to open them up a lot of the times for the first time. Only one time, you know, the very first time you ever open it, you have to usually open that up standalone because there's like settings and files that it downloads and things that it does. Once you open it up once, then you can open it up unlimited times in AUV3. Yeah. Yep, it's free. The IAP only unlocks editing. Yep. Dylan Paris, shout out to you, bro. Dylan Paris, fantastic beat maker, content creator. Make sure y'all go follow Dylan Paris. He be doing all sorts of stuff on the iPad, but he does everything, you know, iPad and Native Machine and all sorts of stuff. But I love his iPad beat making videos for sure. Shout out to you, Dylan Paris. All right, trying to keep up with the chat. Cool. All right, we got to start making some music soon, guys. All right, we got to make some music. So we'll remove the black hole for now. Good stuff. So Animoog Z, guys, lots of fantastic presets on here. What is the time? Yeah, we're like 15 minutes overdue. Usually I like to start making music about 15 minutes ago, but it was pretty fun. Just a couple more presets here. Oh, yeah. Turn up the filter on that bad boy. Also turns up the delay. Oh, Moog, how do we love you? How we love you, Moog? How we love you? Oh, so beautiful. We might use that one. Dylan's like, yeah, Dylan sold one of his iPads. Dylan says, use KitMaker to convert your machine expanses before you sell it. Yep. Shout out to KitMaker. I think it's kitmaker.com, but shout out to KitMaker. Missing the black hole. You think black hole in there too, man. Good Lord. Just black holing everything, I guess. I don't know if that sounds right. Anyway, so pretty. So pretty. Fantastic app. SLP says, I like that sound. I would just turn off the ARP and filter highs and EQ mids. Yeah. Yep. Great sound. Yeah, that was pretty, right? LeMay says, that was nice. It's just a beautiful app. Okay. I mean, it's Moog. Everybody knows Moog. Everybody knows that Moog is amazing, and everybody knows that everything Moog does is amazing. So, I really don't have to sell. I really don't have to talk too much more about Animoog Z. So, shout out to you, Moog. Thank you so much for this app. Thank you so much for making AUV3, and thank you so much for exploring this new business model of making things free with not a new business model, but exploring this business model further with making the app free up front. Very cool. All right. I hope that works out for Moog business-wise. I hope they sell a ton of in-app purchases and a ton of expansion packs. Cool. So now we're going to be taking a look at our brand new sample pack, our brand new melody pack, our sci-fi melody pack, which should probably pair pretty well with the Animoog Z today. Don't know how far we're going to get. We're probably just going to make a loop today because we kind of spent a lot of time on the app. But if we take a look here, we have our loops, loop stems, and loop MIDI as per usual. We can explore a few of these loops. Let's listen to a few of these loops on our brand new Nebula Cinematic Sci-Fi Melody Pack. Yeah, stick around to the end of the stream if you guys want to win your copy of Animoog Z. We got 2 copies to give away today. We'll be giving away 2 copies, so stick around to the last 15 minutes of the stream for your chance to win a copy of the all-new Animoog Z. I'm going to make this a little bit louder, just so you guys can hear it better. So very, very cool stuff. Again, this was a partnership between Mobile Music Pro and Doug from the Sound Test Room. We commissioned Doug to compose these amazingly lush sci-fi melodies for us, and they are fantastic. It really came out well, and I'm really excited about the cinematic packs we've been releasing. The fantasy pack last week and the sci-fi pack this week, because it's a little bit different than your standard genre-based stuff, that we usually release and will continue to release. It's just something a little bit different. I wanted to do something fun. That's what it's supposed to be about, right? It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be making music. Supposed to be fun. Having a YouTube channel is supposed to be fun. So we're trying to have some fun and release some of these packs that are pretty fun. So I think these are pretty entertaining. And we're going to have some more melody packs as well, but we're also going to have packs coming up in the more traditional genres. But just to give you a preview, another one of these cinematic melody packs we're going to be coming out with at some point is a superhero melody pack, which is going to be fun too. That's inspired by like superhero movies, Marvel Cinematic Universe, some stuff like that. But these are just incredibly lush. Doug did a fantastic job on these. Let's listen to a few more. Dylan. So very cool. That was a 16-bar melody. Of course, they're all labeled here, either 8 or 16 bars. But Dylan's like, shout out to the Sound Test Room. He's cost me so much, quite a bit in impulse app buys. Hey, that's what Sound Test Room does, man. he's a salesman, and that's what he does. He demos and sells products, and does a damn good job at it. So shout out to you, Doug. Beautiful, beautiful stuff in here. Boy, I like this one. Beautiful, Doug. Beautiful. This one's kind of cool, too. Almost industrial, but very metallic sci-fi sounding. Yeah, Bad Robot Brain says, with all things creative, don't do it if you aren't having fun. Very, very true. Very true. Yep. Not a Buck says, collecting music apps is the best addiction I've ever had. Well, at least it's not expensive. At least it's not addicted to things. People get addicted to expensive things, but it's definitely better than expensive things if you do have to get addicted to something. Beautiful. I want to do just one more here. This one is really cool. This 0x is really pretty. It really, really creates a vibe. Listen to this one. Absolutely, Benjamin. Benjamin just said it. This is exactly what we were going for. Benjamin says, this sounds like a TV show or movie. Absolutely. That is exactly what we were going for with this pack, to make it a cinematic sci-fi pack for use in television, movies, and video games, for sure. But you can use it for, of course, we're going to use it to make some EDM today, but you can use it to make whatever you want, and it's really great. I gotta read a couple of these comments. Dylan's like, being addicted to apps is much cheaper than being addicted to hardware, but it's also a gateway drug. Yeah, a little bit there, Dylan. A little bit. Personally, it's never been a gateway drug for me because I'm just too cheap for hardware. I just don't buy it. I just don't know. I have so much to explore in the software world that I've never been like, oh, you know what? I've explored enough in the software. Now I need to explore in the hardware. I just never got there yet. Never got there quite yet. Obviously, hardware sounds amazing. I just never got there yet. I mean, look at this amazing. Look at Animoog Z. I mean, look at the stuff you could do with software. It's crazy. So I just never ever got into hardware yet. But we all know that's what all the pros use. That's what all the big guys use. We know. But I can tell you that a crap load of music is produced in box. In the box, people. Most music these days is produced in the box. Maybe one more, because these are so good, you guys. Beautiful. LeMay says he has a machine for sale. I think people buy hardware. Dylan says, I think people buy hardware to get views. That's definitely, it's definitely a status symbol. Absolutely. Having a rack of hardware behind you, it's a status symbol. 100%. Do people buy it only for the status symbol? Well, that would be sad. Some people do, yes, but I would say majority don't. I mean, majority, if you're spending that kind of money in hardware, I pray that you're using it and or learning how to actually use it. I mean, yeah, so I definitely disagree with that, Benjamin. Benjamin says there isn't any great bass or guitar apps on iOS. What? First of all, Pure Synth has some of the best bass guitars that you'll find for sure. Bassalicious and Pure Synth has some of the best bass guitars that you'll find. Sample Tank has some good ones, but I recommend Pure Synth and Bassalicious over that. And then for amps, we have tons and tons of bass amps, but some of the more tons and tons of amps. But specifically for bass, we have some things like Mammoth and Rhino, and then there are some bass amps inside of these big huge guitar or these big huge amp apps. I mean, these amp apps like Tone Stack Pro has a ton of effects, including bass amps as well. I mean, I know, I feel you. I mean, I feel you, Benjamin. I know where he's coming from. He wants ample sound or trillion, bro. I'm right there with you. I absolutely want ample sound on iOS yesterday. I mean, for sure. Um, yeah, but I mean, but you were talking about specifically like bass guitar and pure synth. Hey, they got some really good sampled bass guitar. Will it give you as much control as ample guitar? Hell no, obviously not. We really want ample guitar. We want it really bad. Well, I don't know about that SLP. Obviously, that argument works both ways. SLP says, the good thing about collecting hardware is that it will work after 10 to 20 years. Really? Really? What if it got wet? What if a wire fried? What if it got shaken? What if it dropped? I mean, come on. There's an argument against that for sure. There's a counter argument for that, I mean, for sure. Yeah, fretless bass, fantastic app. Good call, not a box. Fretless bass is great. From Many Consulting. I could care less about synth bass. Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I wasn't talking about synth bass. Those are indeed a dime a dozen for sure. But pure synth. It's a misnomer to call it a synth because it has a ton of instruments that were all very detailed sampled. So when I say pure synth, I don't mean synth bass, though they have some amazing synth bass. Same with Bassalicious. They both have amazing bass guitar, amazingly sampled bass guitars in there. Amazingly sample bass guitars. In my opinion, better than fretless, better than iFretless, I mean. But if you haven't checked them out, Ben, for God's sake, man, check out the bass guitars in Bassalicious and Pure Synth. They are extraordinarily good. They are good. Benjamin says Pure Synth isn't good for real. Where do you get your information? Have you ever even opened up Pure Synth, Ben? What the hell? I can't help but laugh at that one. Ben says Pure Synth isn't good for real bass. No. Everybody's got to have their own opinion, of course, but I assure you that Pure Synth has some amazing bass sounds in there for sure. I can just open it up right now. I mean, it's pretty simple. Audio unit, Pure Synth. Look at all these amazing bass sounds in here. Pure Synth. Fantastically sampled bass guitars in here. Under Guitar Electric. Where is it? I gotta scroll this down. There we go. Let's find this. So we got bass acoustic. So they have bass acoustic and bass electric. But check out all these presets here. These are all beautiful. These acoustic. A nice little up right there. But that's the acoustic. Let's get to the electric because that's the good stuff, right? That's the good sounding stuff. Listen to these fretless. Beautiful. They're kind of quiet because I don't have my volume turned up. But yeah, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bass sounds in here. That's right out of the television show there. That's right out of Seinfeld. Right out of Seinfeld. And of course, it's all velocity sensitive and beautiful. Beautifully recorded there. So a lot of great bass sounds here in Pure Synth. Highly recommend it for bass sounds. Sure. All right. It's time for a bass off, says Dylan. Yeah. Samuel says, yes, but for bass, if you want to switch between fingered, slapped, it's a chore to program MIDI patterns. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, it's a chore to make any type of music, bro. Like, it's a chore to make music at all. But yeah, I mean, obviously, we definitely want. I was just talking about sound-wise, right? We were talking about sound and sonic-wise, right? And sonically wise, fantastic bass sounds. Now, if you're talking about additional control, well, yeah, ample sound for sure. But just about the sound is beautiful. Really, really good for real bass. Really, really good for real bass sounds. Yeah, Dylan says, number 8, bass electric. Love that preset. Love that preset, Dylan. But yeah, just obviously not as much control as the Ample Sound guitar. I would love the Ample Sound to be on iOS. Well, yeah, I mean, Dylan says acoustic bass sampled can be kind of bad. Of course, I mean, anything can be bad, but the stuff inside of Pure Synth is delicious. Excuse me. Samuel says GarageBand's Liverpool bass is highly articulated and very velocity sensitive. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, all the Pure Synth stuff is super articulated and very velocity sensitive as well. But that's cool. I don't really use GarageBand that much, so I haven't played with it. Benjamin, of course, bro. Benjamin says, no matter what you do, it's never going to sound as good as a real guitar. Of course, of course. Now, what is the percentage of the people on the planet that can tell the difference? Well, it's very, 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 very small. But that's fine. It's are you making music for producers or are you making music for people? Right? That's what you kind of have to ask yourself. But it's all about what you can do, what you have. And of course, we all know that it's not the tool, it's the producer. That is what's going to control the sound at the end of the day. No matter what you're making on, no matter what you're using, all that falls by the wayside when you're talking about the main difference, and that is the person, right? Because there are some people that can do some amazing things with certain things, and some people that can't do anything with that thing. So it's all how you use it. That is the key. Oh, nice. Benjamin says the native instrument basses incomplete are better. Well, I don't have a native instrument, so I don't have a machine. Oh, talking to Dylan. Okay, yeah. I mean, every platformer's got some decent bass sounds. I mean, obviously the real thing is the best, but I really like those bass sounds in Pure Synth. They sound really good. I guarantee you there's only a very small percentage of people that could tell the difference between Pure Synth bass sounds and a real bass. Get back to work. All right, Dylan, have a good one, bro. Have a good one, man. Yeah, I haven't even started making music yet, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing today. The Gee says, this is true. I made a whole album on GarageBand. Then I made a ton of crap on Cubasis 3. Just now I'm moving into Logic. But 90% of my heaviest songs were done in Cubasis 3 with mostly free apps. That is freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, I guess today was mostly a chatting day. I don't know. Today is mostly a day for chat. But yes, these loops in here are just so pretty. Have a good one, Dylan. Not says 40 minutes to go. You guys are keeping an eye on the clock. This is the most behind I've ever been. How about having fun? As long as you guys are still having fun. Oh, nice. Jamie hey Sam, is Jamie streaming right now? I know that video is coming out soon. But yeah, shout out to Jamie Mallender. He's going to be talking about Cubasis on Android. So yeah, have a good one, Sam. All right, cool. So yeah, these are all really pretty. All of these melodies, I highly recommend you check it out. The sample pack is on sale right now, and it'll be on sale through to December 20th. You can check it out right now on mobilemusicpro.com. So let's see what we want to do. In fact, let me just show you a quick project I made with one of the melodies, since we're so far behind anyway. Oh yeah, the top 5 synths. Top 5 synths for 2021. So this is a project that I made for the upcoming video on Friday. And what I did is I used the chords and melody, basically the MIDI, from the Athena Terminal chord melody from our new Nebula sample pack. And I used the drums from an upcoming pack that I can't talk about right now because that's coming up later. But we used 5 different synthesizers here, the top 5 synths, and a bunch of MIDI from this specific melody inside of our new Nebula sample pack. So let's hear the original melody first, just for fun, and then we'll hear what I made. Let's go to my samples. Nebula. Hey, Joe, I don't know if you got a chance to check out that track I made on the live stream last week, but I sent it over to Doug, and that was made out of a melody from the Fantasy sample pack. So hopefully you get a chance to check that out, Joe, because that's the finished version of it. I spent like another hour or 2 on it after the live stream and just put it all together. So hopefully you got a chance to see that. Doug never comments on the songs I send him that I make in the live stream. I email it to him, but he never emails back anything about them. I've sent it to him. I sent him a couple of things a couple times. I just figured he would like it because it's the songs were made using stuff that he made, so I thought he would like it. But he never replies back for that stuff. So here's the original melody, the Athena terminal chord. Here's the original melody. Samuel says he's back. So Samuel says he's not streaming right now. Yeah, I don't think it's until Thursday. Yeah. Or at least for a couple more days. But that's going to be dope. Shout out to Jamie Mallender. He's going to be doing Cubasis 3 on the Android. That's going to be fun. But yeah. It's all, yeah, I don't want to get Doug in trouble, Joe. I don't mind. I just thought he'd get a kick out of it. Hearing stuff made with his stuff. So all good though. But this is the original melody. So an absolutely beautiful melody with 3 or 4 different stems in there made by Doug. And then here I took that and made a little bit of an EDM track out of that. So let's hear that. This is going to be considerably louder because I have a master strip on there. So be careful for that. But here we go. I made that little ditty out of the melody called Athena Terminal. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, all right. Yeah. Cool. So let's go back to that project we were just at. Try to make something. We'll try to make a quick loop. Projects. What the heck? Live stream. December 8th. Come here, December 8th. All right. I definitely want to use some kind of arpeggio on this bad boy. So pretty. I want to use that somehow. Let's go back to our media, audio, my audio files. Nope. My samples. Go to Nebula. And what do we want to use today? I think I'm going to do this one. See what we can make. So that is albedo. So let's just grab the MIDI and the stems from that. All right. Okay. That. And remove that. All right. So we got 3 stems. Now I want to grab the audio stems. That would be dope. Stems. All right, that'll be dope. Let's grab the bass. I think I want to definitely use the bass. I don't know about the chord. The melody, no, I want to make other stuff out of that. So I think we're just going to use the bass. The actual audio bass, but then we're going to use the MIDI for other stuff. So first, time stretch pro. Stretch this to the grid. 120 BPM right now. It's not bad. Okay. See what the bass sounds like. Let's see, synth bass 1, loop that. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to use the Animoog Z bass. So what I'll do is go like this. I want to grab a new Animoog Z. And then we can grab our bass MIDI, because all of our sample packs should come with the MIDI as well. Let's find a bass set in here. Solo that. Okay, sorry. Only one playing. Find a bass. Man, these plucks are so cool. Keeps duplicating. Sometimes Cubasis does that. You have browse through here. Oh, here's a bass. If I like that bass. I wanted a thick bass, a thicker sounding bass. We are in the key of A minor. We can go like this. Scale. We can go A. And then go minor. There is min blues, no. Oops. Wonder what minimum third would sound like. Oops. Minimum third. I don't know if I want to do Aeolian. We could. I want to make a Tales. Steven Tucker. So I want to make a Tales from the Dark Side type intro. That'd be dope. Quantum Leap was awesome. Quantum Leap was dope. I want to turn the filter up on that just a little bit, though. All right. Copy chord probably too to that. See what that sounds like. Yeah, I'm gonna connect all these so it plays continuously. Probably just make these go across. Oops. Copy. Paste. Take all these, stretch these out. Okay. Okay. All right. Everything looks like it's on the grid. Kind of sounds pretty. Let us find a chord, some kind of pad maybe, or a chord from Animoog Z. Animoog Z. All right. See if we can find kind of something little, not fully brooding, but maybe a little dark. We're in A minor here. Going 80s. Still like that preset. I'm using it. It's the default preset, but it's so good. Turn down the filter a bit. Wait a second here. Yeah, so now we got this, which is our bass. And then chord. And arpeggio. On this. I'm just gonna mix this a little bit. Oops. So we'll bring in the chord first. Mix that. That on the periphery, shall we? Use a wider plugin. Like the arpeggio a little wide. Want to thicken that bass up a little bit. Maybe we'll put a beef on there. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Reset mode. Would this sound one octave down? Let's just try it. Just for fun, real quick. And it sounds cool. Let's see what else we can do. That MIDI there. And now we have a melody. So let's make something out of that. Pull up the Animoog and then check the chat real quick. Animoog. See what we got for the melody. Check the chat, see how everybody's doing. Peter's in the house. What's going on, Peter? Hopefully you're doing well. Benjamin says, I want to make the Unsolved Mystery song. Dude, that was a dope theme song, Unsolved Mysteries. I like that. That was dope. Absolutely. Yeah, sidechain for sure. Oh, interesting, Gee. I don't think it would make it feel Mortal Kombat-ish. That sounds dope. Yeah, we're definitely going to sidechain. In fact, maybe we should throw the kick in before the melody. Let's throw some kind of kick in and sidechain everything. Yes. What I would do for that is many different routes we can go. I think I'm going to use something from my upcoming pack that you guys can't know about yet. You're not supposed to know yet. So don't know. Don't look. Can't look yet. Going into some drum loops of something that's not released yet. Let's see. I think probably one of these loops here. Try that out. Stretch that to time. Row. Now we need a excuse me, a kick track. I have a kick loop in here. It's just a kick, I believe. Kick, yep. Dope, dope. Just use that as the side chain. Bring this at the top. Bring this here. Mute, because that's going to be the side chain. Pro. Actually, like this. Split this. Copy this over. Now, wait. Let me see something here. Oh yeah, I got to stretch it first. Good job, Vortex. Stretch to Pro first. Now, we will split it in two. Copy this, so it's just the kicks there. Okay, turn down this thing. Okay, getting somewhere. Let's hit the side chain. Definitely gonna side chain this. Let's call this kick. Okay. Get up a bit. Okay, my bass definitely got to get side chained. Kick. There. Change some colors real quick so I don't go too crazy figuring out where stuff is. Okay. All right. Let's hear what it sounds like. All right, sounded pretty decent. I think we're gonna get a melody. Make sure to smash the like. Yes, please smash the like. Let's see, what is Samuel saying? Okay, cool. Hey, Peanut, what's going on? Peanut, you seem to only come at the end these days, Peanut. Come on, bro. You need to get here a little sooner, man. Come on. It's all good, Peter. Thank you for the support, bro. Make sure to smash the likes if you guys are liking this content. Time for a melody. Ooh. That sounds just cool. 2 arpeggios. I think that's too much. I think 2 arpeggios is too much. By the way, what the heck time is it? Okay, I got 10 minutes to make something here, to get a melody in here. Come on, let's get a big synth lead in here. You gotta have some leads in here, Animoog. Let's go to the browser. Find some leads. Gotta be some leads in here. We could use the filter, yeah. What do you mean the filter on the right? You mean the filter in the effects settings? The Gee. Alright, Gee. This is not really a lead. I guess it is. It's kind of cool. We're at 85% CPU. Oh, we're hitting hundreds. We're bouncing at 100. But yeah, that's pretty fun. We'll just throw a quick. Let's delete this track. Throw a quick master strip on it, shall we? Get it out. My bad. Don't know why that went all nuts when I paused it, but it did. All right. Cool. Nice little loop there. Oops. Nice little loop using the MIDI from the melody called Albedo over on our brand new on sale melody pack, our brand new sci-fi melody pack that's currently on sale through December 20th. And we used pretty much only the sounds from the Animoog Z in here, the Animoog Z for the chords, the arpeggio, the bass, and then that final melody in there. And then we used a drum loop from an unknown pack that is coming soon that you guys can't know about quite yet. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that and had a good time. I think it's time for the giveaway. So you will now get a chance to win this amazingly brand new, amazing app from Moog, the Animoog Z. And of course it is Moog, so it's going to sound fantastic no matter what you do with it. So let's turn this down a little bit. Maybe have this in the background. And let's get to the giveaway. Have that in the background there. Let's pull up the old web browser. Go to pickerwheel.com and remove the inputs. So if you do want to get your chance to win a brand new copy of Animoog Z from Moog, then definitely give me a thumbs up in the chat now for your chance to win. And I will enter you in here. Turn it down a little bit more. We didn't get a chance to arrange it today, but we still had some fun. So if you do, yeah, it has MIDI panic. Yeah, definitely got to hit the MIDI panic. But yeah, yes, just so you know, Guy, it has a MIDI panic on every track, which I might have to hit now. Let's see. Go to routing, MIDI panic on that, MIDI panic on that, and MIDI panic on that, and MIDI panic on that. So it was the last one. It was the last one that was doing it. But you can just hit MIDI panic on any track that's doing that. But it turned out to be the last one that kept doing that. Let's try it again. Play, and then I'm gonna hit pause. Seems to be just this last one here. Oh no, it's going. It just takes a while, to go out. But yeah, just takes a while for it to stop. But very, very cool, especially when you stop the sidechain. But still cool. Give me a thumbs up if you want your chance to win. No problem, Guy. Hopefully that helps, bro. Let's start entering stuff in here. Guy says it's time for Sub-Zero's fatalities. All right, so let me start entering your guys' names here. All right, we got Not a Box, of course. Not a Box. We got Stephen Tucker, I think. Yep, Stephen Tucker. We got Peter. And Francesco. Hey, what's going on, Francesco? You are eligible to win again. Because you won the week before, you weren't able to win last week, but you can win this week. The two people that won last week were Tao and Bryant. Yeah, Tao and Bryant. But I mean, I may let you enter again if we don't get a whole lot of people, but we're trying to have you skip a week once you win so that you can give a chance to others to win. Oh, Andre is in here. Andre the Giant. Ram is in here. Ram, yeah. So I got everybody in here so far. So far we got 6 people in here. Anybody else want to win? Come on, we got 19 people watching. Only 6 people want to win this amazing app. For real? For real. Come on. Give me a thumbs up, guys, if you want to get entered into the giveaway to win your copy of Animoog Z. We have 2 keys to give away, 2 copies to give away of that in-app purchase, which allows you to edit all of those presets. Otherwise, you can download it for free. It is completely free for you to go and check out. But this is an in-app purchase for the editing capabilities. Hope you're doing well, Ram. Ram's always in here. Ben says he already have it and doesn't use it. There's so many choices. Yep, Bad Robot says he already bought it. I mean, that's the problem with doing a giveaway a little bit too late, because people already purchased it. And because it's Moog, you know, the quality and the name is there, so everybody's pretty much gonna already have it. So yeah, that's how powerful you are, Moog. Everybody's already got the app, bro. Yeah, Ben doesn't make a whole lot of electronic music. Ben usually makes sample-based hip-hop, I believe. And he says he likes jazz. Show. Just play the right notes. No. that's how everybody makes fun of jazz. Everybody makes fun of jazz. They're like, just play the right notes. Guy says he just bought a couple other synths. No, it's all right, Guy. We'll enter you in here, bro. Now, the Model D. Yeah, the Model D. I mean, you can make leads and basses in any genre with the Model D. But remember, this is a Moog, so you can still do a lot of stuff with it, but, you know, you have to probably fiddle with it more to make contemporary sounds than you do with the Model D. But everybody loves the Model D. I'm going to put you in here, Guy, just in case, bro. So we got 7 people. Anybody else? We're about to spin. Anybody else want to win a copy of Animoog Z? And also, it is a free app, but so that's probably another reason why we're not getting as many people as usual. But this is a giveaway for the in-app purchase to be able to edit. Oh, Ben, you play more R&B. Okay, cool. Cool. And funk. Getting funky. I love funk. I love funk, R&B, hip hop. I love them all, guys. I pretty much love them all, maybe except for chiptune and future bass. Anything with wubs. I don't like those wubs. I like a lot of electronic genres, but when you start getting into the wubs, I don't like the wubs. All right, so let's pause the music. And let's hopefully we don't have to MIDI panic anything. Nope, good to go. All right. That's, kids, why you want to freeze your audio. Freeze your audio, kids. This is a public service announcement. Freeze your audio. Freeze it. All right, here we go. Here we go. About ready to spin, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, everybody. We've got 7 people possible that can win. We have 2 codes to give away. We are about to enter. We got Not a Box, Stephen Tucker, Peter, Francesco, Andre, Ram, and Guy. And we are about to do this. All right, guys, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Our first spin going now. Joe says good luck to everybody. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Stephen Tucker! Yeah. Long-time viewer of the channel. Congrats to you, Stephen Tucker. Of course, you know the drill, bro. Send me an email at mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com and get you those codes. Unfortunately, we don't have any codes for the patrons for this app for this week because Moog only gave us 2 codes. So we don't have 4 like we normally do, because I like to do 2 for the giveaway, the live stream giveaway, and then 2 for the patrons. But maybe I'll give the patron something else this week, like a gift card from Mobile Music Pro. But hey, congratulations to you, Steven. Give me an email at mobilemusicprocontact@gmail. We'll get you good to go. We'll get you your code. So that was Stephen, Stephen Tucker. Let's remove you, bro, from the list. And here we go. All right, Stephen, congratulations, bruh. Yeah, Stephen hasn't won in a while. Dude, I should make a t-shirt out of that. Good idea, Not a Box. I need to make a t-shirt that says Freezer Audio. For real. Oh my goodness. We're running at like 90% CPU right now with 5 different Animoog Z's on there. But hey, we're still running. No glitching yet, but 95% CPU though. All right, so we have 6 people now ready to win. Anybody else? Let me know. Speak now, forever hold your peace. We have 19 people watching. If you do want to get your chance to win the full version of Animoog Z, then definitely give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, we got 6 people here that want to win. Samuel, you're not going in here, Samuel? Samuel, come on, Sam. I bet you, Sam, you already bought it. Is that why, Sam? Is that why you're not entering? Because you already bought it? I know you already bought it, bro. You bet you already bought it. CPU was low, DSP. When I say CPU, I mean DSP, because CPU is always going to mostly remain low for the most part. It's the DSP that actually counts, because, I mean, if you look here, the CPU is only going to be eaten up by, like, little stuff like, you know, changing these things here. You can see the CPU going up right now. The CPU is mostly nothing to do with sound. The CPU mostly just handles the DAW itself. So if I move these around, you can see the CPU going up a little bit here. But you can see the DSP remaining the same. So the CPU doesn't really affect sound too much. You know, the CPU is basically determines how much DSP you can actually process. So the CPU meter will always remain low for the most part, even when you're playing. For example, watch. The CPU will always remain low. But when I say CPU, I mean DSP, because the CPU is what's processing that DSP. But the actual CPU load itself is for the rest of the DAW. For the rest of the iOS right now, the CPU usage is at 6%. And that's mostly being used just to play the song, where all that signal processing of the actual sound is being happened by the DSP. And that's taken 95%. But yeah, good stuff. Yeah, Sam already has it. All right. Sam, you already have it because you got everything, bro. You the man, Sam. You got it all. All right. Cool, cool. All right, guys. We're about ready to win the second one. Nobody else give me a thumbs up? Nope. All right, so here we go, guys. Stephen Tucker won the first one. Let's, hopefully get the multi-core redesign working. There is some multi-core stuff inside of Cubasis, but it really only comes into play if you have a ton of different tracks. Personally, I'd actually disable the multi-core because the multi-core actually takes more CPU to run. So if you're not taking advantage of the multi-core, like under 20 tracks, then it's only going to hinder you. So you only want to enable that multi-core stuff if you have a ton of tracks. But yeah. All right, so nobody else hit the thumbs up, so we're about to spin for the second time. Here we go. Not a Box, Peter, Francesco, Andre, Ram, and Guy. We're spinning in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. What? Eric put a thumb? Oh, Eric. Where's Eric? Oh, Eric, sorry. Woo, that was close. Good thing. I almost missed it. I almost missed you, Eric. Sorry, bro. Thank you, Not a Box. Not a Box saved you. So thank Not a Box, because he just saved Eric. Cool, cool. That was a close one. All right. Freeze your tracks and shut up. That's a t-shirt I'm going to make. But all right. We got you, Eric. All right, guys, here we go. We're spinning. We got 7 people a chance to win. Not a Box, Peter, Francesco, Andre, Ram, Guy, and Eric. We're about to spin in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Guy? Oh, Guy for the win. Congratulations, Guy. Guy is an awesome guitarist, guys. Make sure you follow Guy on his Instagram. He's always got amazing stuff on there. Works mostly in Cubasis. Really awesome, really awesome artist. We've made a sample pack with him that we'll be releasing next year. So make sure you follow Guy. Congratulations to you, bro. Guy, I'll send you the code via probably Facebook Instant Messenger or something like that. So I'll get you your code, bro. Congratulations to Guy. Congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations to both of the winners today, actually. So congratulations to you guys. I will be getting you your codes. Stephen Tucker, just send me an email, bro. mobilemusicprocontact@gmail.com. And then I'll send you your code, Guy, via IM. So congratulations to everybody. Thank you guys again so much for being here. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense every single week, guys. I just try to keep you entertained, infotained, and a lot of fun stuff. Make sure you check out our completely new sci-fi cinematic pack, Nebula. That is on sale. Make sure you do that to grab that and support Mobile Music Pro and the Sound Test Room. So make sure you grab that. And then, of course, we'll have a brand new video, a brand new top 5 video for 2021 on Friday, the top 5 synths. So make sure you tune in for that. And, of course, we'll be back again next Wednesday and Friday, as we always here, every Wednesday doing live streams and every Friday launching videos. So thank you guys so much, especially the Patreons. Thank you to all our Patreons who understand the long-term vision of Mobile Music Pro, what we're here to do, the long-term 10-year plan. We're just going into year 3 now, so still a lot more to come. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you have a great day. Make sure you stick around for Doug the Sound Test Room, Doug at the Sound Test Room, and then after that, it's going to be Jade Star, and then after that, Pete Johns from Studio Live Today. So thank you guys. Hope you have a great week and a great weekend. We'll talk to you guys soon. Till next time, keep talking music. See you guys later. Uh-oh, I can't click my button. So I will have to click the other button. All right. See you guys later. Peace.